Greetings, 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 greetings. What it do, what it do, what it do. Grand Rising. What's going on, my beloved brothers and sisters? This is your brother Chief, man. What I go on? What I go on? Listen, let me go here on Facebook. Let me make sure I have audio. This is your brother Chief, man. What I go on? What I go on? Anyway, what I go on? We're about to dive into some real. I'm talking about some disturbing and very concerning issues. All right. So let me just make sure that a few more people get on the live. Greetings to my sister Diane Coy. I see you. For those of you that's chiming into the live right now, you go ahead by all means, drop a note in the comment. Let me know where you at, what territory, and I'll definitely give you a shout out. All right. So first things first, I want to acknowledge, man, all the ancestors, man, all the ancestors. You know what I'm saying? Be they righteous, unrighteous. I just want to acknowledge all of them. But for me, I'm always glorifying the righteous ones and always sending some type of positive vibe and energy, for those that are ready, the fallen ones, the unrighteous ones, you know what I'm saying? Ready to step up and be righteous. All right, what's going on? What's going on, C Star? What it is, what it is, what it is. All right. Now, like I said, man, you guys really want to share this live. All right. Do me a favor. Take this link. All right. Copy the link of the live and post that into your Facebooks, into groups, wherever, because you see, nobody's talking about them things. What I'm talking to you about right now, nobody's talking about that. And the information I'm going to be sharing with you right now, it's going to be so alarming. I don't hear nobody talking about it. Nobody, period, going to break it down the way that I'm breaking it down, and you have never heard it like this before. I'm going to open up your eyes to some things right now. You dig? My sister Brandy, why go on? You see what you feel me? Because this is very troubling, very, very troubling. And they say seeing is believing. Well, I don't want you to believe anything. Don't believe anything. So I'm going to say seeing is knowing, not believing. Because if I ask you to believe me, then I'm lying to you, because in the word believe is the word lie. I don't deal with belief systems. I want you to know. And regardless of what I show you today, many people will go living their lives and not even worry about it. Don't even think about what I said, how disturbing and concerning that is. But regardless of what the situation is, I'm going to continue to play my part and drop those seeds. You feel me? Now, I see so many so-called American Indians, right? Always on the internet debating about who is American Indian, who's not a native, who's an Aboriginal. Man, listen, man. Even those of you who call yourself American Indians and Aboriginals, y'all ain't nothing but a bunch of Negropeans. Just a bunch of Negropeans jumping on a bandwagon because it's a hot topic. You might as well just go work with Wendy Williams and her hot topics, because that's what y'all do. Y'all get on the internet, debate. You see what I'm saying? Beating each other up, but don't want to come together and stand for what you say is yours. So I know you're not about it. I know you're not about that life. You just like attention. You're looking for views. You're looking for likes. That's what you're looking for. You feel me? And that's how I know I'm cut from a different cloth. Period. Because that's all y'all want to do all day. Do videos all day and debate people and fight people and post pictures about, oh, well, this is this and this is that. Man, listen. Stop all the nonsense. Let me open up your eyes to some information. Okay? And if after I show y'all this and y'all still can't get it, man, I'm gonna consider just being done. And that's just real talk. Because it gets to a point where you have to say, okay, you know what, Chief? People are just not ready. Period. And yes, you have always been ahead of your time, but for crying out loud. So with that being said, let's get into this, into the information. What I'm going to show y'all right now, I'm not sure who's ready for it, who's not ready for it, but trust me, you better prepare yourself and get ready for it because this is real. I'm showing you reality, not fantasies. Okay. And while you are being distracted by drones, your eyes are up in the air. For those of you looking for drones, all right, and for the rest of you looking for Jesus to come in the cloud and save y'all got some problems, right? But then they have you distracted with Jay-Z and Beyonce and P. Diddy and all these different people in entertainment. Then you have basketball season. After basketball season, you got baseball season, you got college basketball, you got women's basketball, all these different things to keep you distracted while the foundation is being moved under your feet. And we don't even have a land that's called our own. That's how sad that situation is. And many people just think it's a joke, it's a game. And I'm so sick and tired of y'all so-called Indians and y'all so-called Aboriginal people. You feel me? Beating up natives, ostracizing natives. At least they're getting money. At least they're getting some type of land. At least they have casinos, even if they don't have the full control. At least they're getting something. What are we getting? Nothing, nada, except for just on the internet talking. Now you may say, well, Chief, you're in the same position. I have to say I disagree because I'm actually doing. I'm doing. See, that's the difference. I'm doing. All right? So let us go into this. And don't get my passion confused for anger, man. It gets a little bit angry sometimes, but I still don't allow that anger to get to me, to poison me, right? So I turn that into passion in the form of expression. You dig? So this is where we at right now. And pay attention to what I'm showing you because this is real. And please do your own due diligence. Don't believe anything that I say because once again, if I ask you to believe me, I'm lying to you. Okay? I'm lying to you. So do your own due diligence. Get the information for yourself and know this to be factual information. This is the reality of us original people in our land, and we don't realize that because all we want to do is fight, debate, hate on each other, and we don't want to come together. Watch. Let me go ahead and share my screen. And this is, oh my goodness. Whoa. You see? I tell you, man, that opposing force is always working hard. It literally just got rid of the screen, but it's okay. I'll get it back. You're not going to stop this. You're not going to stop this. And we're going to look at the statistics. And like I said, do your research and prove me wrong because I'm giving you factual information. Okay? Here we go. And this is alarming. It is disturbing. It is even scary. All right? Check this out. Let this screen populate real quick. I see my nephew on here. What up, Michael? All right. My brothers and sisters, pay attention. And if you may, get a pen and a pad because I want you to take these notes. Or you could always go back to the video. But I really want this to sink in to show you the state of our being on our ancestral land, particularly in the region called the United States. Okay? Which countries own the most U.S. land? I'm going to blow the socks off your feet. I'm going to blow the hat off your head because I've never seen anybody broke this down like this to hit so hard. So this is one of the first ones. And thanks to, one of our chiefs, all right, that brought it to my attention. And I'd already seen this, but I never thought of doing a video. But when he really started talking about it, he made me feel away. And I was like, you know what, man, I just got to do a video. And this is where I'm at right now. All right. So give me 1 second, please. Give me 1 second. Let me give me 1 second. All right. Give me 1 second. All right, guys. Give me 1 second, please. Let me just do something real quick for my mom. Give me 1 second. I'm all right. I'm back. I'm back. I have to do something for my mom real quick. So let me get back to Facebook and get back on the live just to make sure we here. All right. Cool. Once I'm done with this, I'll give everyone a little shout out, right? I'll get back to y'all in a few. So where we at with this? I'm sharing. Yes, I'm sharing. Hold on for a second. View the tab. Yes. All right. Beautiful. My brothers and sisters, fasten your seatbelt. All right. Check this out. Which countries own the most U.S. land? According to a USDA Farm Service Agency report, all right, because the USDA USDA, they keep track of all the database of people who own or countries that own land, all right, under the guise of farming and agriculture, all right. Even people are literally chattel registered as agriculture. Okay. I mean, whether, like I said, don't believe anything that I say, man. Don't believe anything that I say, because you are being governed under the Food and Administration Act for the most part. Okay. Now, foreign individuals and entities had a stake in about 40 million acres of U.S. farm and forest land at the end of 2021. The most recent year for this, which complete data is available. That's about 3.1% of the country's privately held farm and forest land. All of all all foreign-owned U.S. land, Canadian investors own the most at 12.8 million acres. Why is Canada owning so much acres of land in the United States? But it gets even more scarier. Okay. This makes up 31% of the foreign owned US land. Four other countries held 12.4 million acres combined, or another 31% of foreign owned land. The Netherlands, 12%, Italy, 70%, the United Kingdom, 6%, and Germany, 6%. China holds 1%, or about 1.9%. Which countries own the most land in the US? China holds only about 1% of all foreign owned land in the United States, while Canada owns nearly a third. Now, for those of you who don't know, Canada is still under the crown of England. Well, of course, the US is too, but it's a little more prominent and it's a little more known in Canada. They want to give people the illusion that the United States, it gained its freedom via the American Revolution, but that's not true. That, you see, that was it was an illusion. It was an illusion. It never happened. I'm telling you, this is deep. Now check this out. Let us look at this graph here for a second, and I want y'all to see how scary this is. Okay, see how scary it is. All right. Oh, hold up. Let me. Here we go. When we look at this graph here, we're looking at the entire United States. We're looking at the entire United States. Let that sink in. All right. Let that sink in. We have Canada, 31%. China, about 1%. Denmark, 2.1%. France, 3.2%. Portugal, 3.6%. All right. Who else? Portugal, 3.6%. I said that. Germany, 6%. United Kingdom, 6%. Italy, 7%. The Netherlands, 12%. And then you have other. Other is 28%. So if we have an entire pie, this is what we're looking at right now. Okay. All right, my sister Brandy. We'll talk a little later. All right. This is what we're looking at. Let's just say the United States is an entire pizza, right? We have literally, out of the other 28% that's remaining, the rest is foreign owned. In other words, other countries and investors from different countries own literally. If we were to subtract 28 from 100, let me just see if I could do some quick math. That would be about 72%. So 72% of the US land is owned. It's gone. I mean, I want y'all to really fathom on what I'm talking about right now. I want you to imagine and focus and see the reality of what I'm talking about. To all you so-called Indians and so-called Aboriginals and so-called natives and what so-called black, I don't, whatever you want to call yourself, it don't matter. It don't matter. Because the land that we are on, 72% is owned by other countries outside of the US. Only 28% is other. But it gets even more scarier. Because apart from what Canada owns, China owns, Denmark owns, France, Portugal, Germany, United Kingdom, Italy, and the Netherlands, apart from those countries and what they own, the 28%, you would think it belongs to the United States. Well, my brothers and sisters, guess what? It's not owned by the United States. Let's scroll down. And I'm not the one, this is not my data. They are the ones that's giving you that information. It's coming from them. Because you see, they always have to tell you the truth. But many of you don't like the truth because you like to live the illusion. Okay, you don't want to wake up and face reality. You want to keep living in the dream. But it's a false dream. Okay, let us read here. It says, the remaining 15.6 million acres, which is the other 28%, are split up among what? 100 other countries, including what? India. That's where Carmelo people are from. All right. Saudi Arabia and Iran. But hold up. You telling me Iran own land in the United States, but yet still they're trying to make you think these people are terrorists? Check this out. The amount of agricultural land that's foreign owned has grown significantly in recent years. In 2011, 26 million acres were owned by foreign investors, less than 2/3 the average held by foreign interests in 2021. Though USDA data since 2021 is not as substantive, it shows that this trend is continuing, it's growing. In 2022, foreign-owned acreage grew to 43.4 million acres. All right. Do you see how scary that is? That is absolutely scary. And it's alarming. Nah, but Negroes want to get on the internet all day, they're screaming the Indians. Oh, they Aboriginals. Oh, well, these natives aren't the real natives. Well, what are you doing about it? What are you doing about it? Apart from debating and arguing and fighting each other and cursing each other. I mean, I can't even get on some of these Aboriginal channels and some of these American Indian channels, so-called American Indian, because all they do is debate, fight, curse each other out, curse each other's mamas and aunties, and it's a bunch of N-words. And listen, man, that low vibrational energy, man. This is crazy. But check this out, though. It gets even more scary because I'm going to stop sharing this here for a second. Okay. I did put that link in the description of the video, so you could check it out and go ahead and digest it if you may. Take a piece of a slice of the pie and let me know what country you taste. Wow, that was, oh, Chief, that was kind of cool. That was kind of cool. I know I that was a little rough, but I'm going to say it again. I put the link in the description of this chart, this pie, okay? And do me a favor. After the video, go ahead and take a piece of the pie. Just bite into it and let me know which country you taste. Because anytime you take a bite of the pie, you might be tasting a piece of Canada. Oh, you might just taste a piece of Iran. Hmm. Why is Italy owning so much land? Our ancestral land. Germany. Ah, okay. France. Hmm. Okay. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is now, let us see how much land does the U.S. own. Okay. Let us see how much land does the U.S. own in these countries that own so much of our ancestral land. Because you would think, hey, you know what? You come here, we let you own a certain percentage, then it would only be right that we own a certain percentage in your own land, right? But let us see how much land does the U.S. own in all these countries that own our ancestral land. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's present the first one. The first one we have. Okay. Uh, Share my screen. The first one we have. Does the U.S. own any land in the Netherlands? No. The U.S. does not own any land in the Netherlands. Okay? However, they allow foreign entities to own real property, but the U.S. does not own any land in the Netherlands. Look it up yourself. Don't believe anything that I say. Because if I ask you to believe me, I'll be lying to you. Okay? I'm not sure why it's not sharing, but I'm actually, sharing, or it was just popping up. All right, so here we go. There's a slight delay. Okay? We're not gonna blame anybody for that. There's probably just a slight delay. So we cool. Let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next. All right. See if y'all don't want to wake up and see the reality of what we're living in. I keep telling y'all, man, y'all gonna wake up because it's gonna be a sad day. A sad day. And everybody's gonna pay the price. Okay? Everybody's gonna pay the price. Next. The next one. Does the U.S. own any land in Italy? The answer is absolutely and emphatically no. The U.S. does not own any land in Italy. Well, hold up. Why does Italy own so much percentage of land on our ancestral soil? Those are questions. Those are legitimate questions. Why is that? All right, let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one because y'all just think it's a game. All y'all want to do is stay on the internet and post a bunch of garbage instead of coming together and fighting for what's ours. But you know what? I get it though. Everybody ain't ready for that. So that's, whenever I start, diverting into that type of energy, then it's pretty much my passion that's getting a little bit carried away. Because I already know that not everybody's ready for this. Not everybody's ready to wake up, so to speak. You feel me? So I get it. So I still have to be compassionate. All right. The next one is the United Kingdom. The United Kingdom. The United Kingdom. Oh my goodness, man. This is just wow. Ancestors continue to guide me and protect me so I could restore our birthright, man. I can't do this alone. I need your help because the ones that's on the ground, I don't know what's going on. Okay. United Kingdom. Does the U.S. own any land in the United Kingdom? The answer again is absolutely not. The United States government does not own any land in the United Kingdom. Okay? None whatsoever. Let us go. But yet still they own land, major millions and millions of acres in the United States. So, but you know what? Let me don't jump the gun just yet. Because I got a couple more things to say. All right. Even Germany owned land in the United States. Germany. Okay. Next, does the United States own land in Germany? Technically, no, but yes. And the reason why is because they have given them about 971 undeveloped plots in major cities. So to me, that you see what I'm saying? To me, that don't count, because a plot is less than an acre. Sometimes a plot is like 0 point something, 0 point something acre, right? So the US does own a little land in Germany, but it's 971 plots. I doubt it even add up to an acre. You feel me? You see the difference? You see the difference? All right. I'm opening up you guys' eyes, man. I want y'all to see these things. See these things. And when you may ask you, well, Chief, don't you rest? Don't you? No, I don't. I can't rest. I can't rest because our birthright was given away. It wasn't stolen. Yes, it was stolen at first, but it's being given away. It's been fractionalized like a slice of pizza. So I'm asking you to go into that chart, go into the link that's in the description, click on it, close your eyes, take a bite, and take a piece of Germany. Because you're going to taste one of those foreign countries that own our ancestral land. Okay? Let us go to the next one. Let us go to the next. And I guarantee you, ain't nobody showing you this. I want to get under your skin. Because if something, I don't know what it takes. So I've done so much so far, and I haven't seen so many people waking up and coming together. If this don't ignite something in you, well, I might as well just throw in the towel. Like real talk. Okay? Next, does the United States own land in Portugal? The answer, once again, is absolutely not. The US does not own land in Portugal. But of course, Portugal or Portuguese, they own land in the United States. Right? I want to jump the gun so much, but I have to kind of like take my time and get into it, because I don't want to, give too much of the information that, I have to give towards the conclusion of the video. So let me take my time. Let me calm down, and all right, peace be still. Okay. So no, the US does not own land in Portugal. Let us go to the next one. Let's go to the next one. So when you think you're actually buying land, you don't own the land. You're still paying taxes to the people that own the land. You don't own the land. You get a title to use the land. That is not an allodial title. It is not a title that's free and clear of that foreign ownership. You see, y'all don't know what's going on. You think you do, but you don't. I'm here to tell you that you don't know what's going on. You have no idea. And I'm here to tell you don't own anything. You think you own something, but you don't. It's like somebody renting somebody's house. And because they give you a lease talking about it's your apartment, you think it's yours, but not realizing you have rent to pay. It is not your house. It is the landlord's house. And we are supposed to be the landlords. But no, Germany is the landlord. Italy is the landlord. Portugal is the landlord. The United Kingdom is the landlord. Iran is the landlord. Saudi Arabia is the landlord. The Netherlands, they are the landlord. Canada is the biggest landlord in the United States. But y'all want to be screaming on the internet, oh, we're American Indian, we the Aborigines, and fighting natives and cursing people out and debating all day. Man, give me a break with that. Man, I want to use some colorful tones, but I know my nephew is actually with my mother right now, and he was on the live, so she might be listening. Plus, I don't do foul language anyway. But I'm just saying, sometimes I just want to start. Ooh, 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 woo. Ah, woosa, chief, woosa. Next, in France, does the United States own land in France? They say yes, but I would say no, and I'll tell you why. Because the only thing they own is plots of land for what? For the concession of cemeteries. In other words, we'll give you some land to bury the dead. Hmm? As long as you maintain the cemeteries, all right, then we will let you keep the land on a special concession, okay, to maintain cemeteries. That's the only land that the United States own in France. Not land to do agriculture, not land to do different projects to bring back money into the U.S. No, to maintain dead people in a cemetery. All right, let's go to the next one. The next one was Denmark. The next one was Denmark. Let us get into Denmark. Does the United States own land in Denmark? Absolutely not. The United States does not own any land in Denmark. So why does Denmark own land in the United States? Let us go to the next. I want to make sure y'all can't sleep at night because y'all are just too comfortable. Y'all are just too comfortable living an illusion, living on a land that belongs to foreigners. But we out here calling ourselves American Indians and Aboriginals and original people. Man, give me a damn break, man. We are nothing but squatters in our own land. Y'all want to hear the truth? Can y'all handle the truth? Huh? You don't want the truth. You like to hear things that make you feel good. You like to see videos and people do podcasts and give lessons that's going to make you feel good. Oh, you're the man. This and that. That I don't want to be the man. Okay? I am my own man. You feel me? I want to give you information that's going to bother you. I want to give you information that's going to make sure you don't sleep at night. That's the information I want to give you. Period. Hit me if you want to. It's fine. But I want to give you information that's going to get you upset, get under your skin. That's what I want to do. I'm not doing it for the likes. I'm doing it for the love. Okay? Now, does Denmark or the Danish, do they own land in the United States? The answer is absolutely, well, Denmark, no. They don't own land in the United States. However, all right, they due to the Danish colony, it is called the Caribbean Sea, located between North America and South America, all right? And that were known as the U.S. Virgin Islands, and the United States bought it from Denmark. So Denmark came into the Americas, okay? Colonized the area called the Virgin Islands, right? And the U.S. bought it back from them. How are you going to take our land, enslave our people, all right, and just resell it back to the United States in the Americas? But anyway, that might have went over some heads. All right, it may have went over some heads. Okay, now let us get into the native aspect of all of this. Okay, the native aspect of all of this. Well, if the natives are claiming to be the original people of the land and we beefing with the natives so much, well, let's see. What percentage of land does the Native Americans own? Now, they're the so-called owners of the land. They're the so-called original people of the land, because that's what we have been told. That's what we have been taught. Well, guess what? The native own approximately 2% of the land in the United States. So therefore, they don't own 98%. 98% is owned by foreigners, foreign countries. However, the 2% that they supposedly own, all right, it is held in trust by the U.S. government, aka the BIA reservation land, totaling about 56 million acres. So therefore, they don't have control. They are only subletting. They are only tenants because the United States could take it away from them anytime they are ready to. So these so-called natives have no standing. Okay, they have no type of foundation to even speak of being the original people. At least they get 2% and they have casinos, they're getting some money. Hmm? How much are we, the real so-called Indians, getting? Hmm? Man, y'all think this is a game, huh? Y'all think this is a game? I'm gonna come back to the live in a minute. Uh, 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 um, Hold on for 1 second. Give me 1 second, please. Hmm. Now check this out. We so-called African Americans, right? We are the original people of the land, right? Well, let's see how much. Let's see how much land African Americans own in the United States. Check this out. According to current data, African Americans own less than 1% of the land in the United States, which most estimates placing it around what? 0.5% of total farmland ownership. But yet still, we are the original people, huh? Let that sink in here for a second. So while y'all want to fight for blacks and fight over people wearing colors, red or blue, in the wrong neighborhood, we are the original people, but we own less than 0.5% of farmland. Less than 1%. And even if we owned just 1%, where are our casinos at? Where's our monthly check at? Man, listen. I don't know, man. I don't know. Well, let's put it this way. And Quiet Storm, I'll get to that. I'll get to that point you just brought up here for a second. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna take it from the top, and we're just gonna give everybody a little shout out, like I said. All right, Diane Coy, welcome to the build. Thank you for being here. I know Brandy had to go, so we'll definitely talk a little later. All right, we have Supreme Health and Wealth. Greetings to you as well. We have Red Rising on 9. All right, who else do we have? All right, who else do we have? What up, cuz? What up, cuz? All right, got my cousin out there in London. Big up to my cousin. What up, cuz? All right, who else do we have? We have Shelly, the goddess. All right, what it do, what it do, what it do. I haven't seen my twin sisters in a long time, but I guess they're doing good. Who else do we have? All right. It says, let me see. All right, so Red Rising said, thank you for this, Chief. So is this why the talk of America adding Canada as a state, or have you heard that? I know there were talks of them talking about certain things, but I don't know if that's going to be a reality or not. I doubt it's going to be, because the majority of Canada is still underneath the crown of London, England. All right, so I'm not sure if that's going to happen, but that's something to look out for. All right, we have big up yourself, Zazie. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. Who else do we have here? Now this, let me address this right here. All right, Quiet Storm said, I wouldn't say that's true when land patents is involved and how we owned the whole South. These people are squatters here. Everybody's a squatter here. I totally agree. But the question remains, who owns the land? You feel me? Who owns the land? Do you still have the patent of the land? Can you prove that you have the patent of the land? That is the question. That is the question. And if you have the patent of the land, what power do you have? So it is actually entirely true Because even if the land may have been sold, you still have to prove in a court of law that you have the patent, you're the original owner, and the court has to make a decision and say, well, you know what, that outside entity has no type of interest, beneficial interest in that land. You feel me? So show me the court papers. Show me the court papers. That's all that matters. All right? So I'm not saying, oh, people did not have land patents. I'm not saying that. Okay? But what I'm saying is, do they still have those land patents? Okay? And can it be validated in the court of law? All right? Now, Zazie said, they are hoping that the so-called Black people of America stay distracted and we will not ask for that check. You're absolutely correct. All right. Big up Mariam Ray. All right. What it is. Welcome to the build. Now, with that being said, all right, let me just break a couple of things down here for a second. Okay. Let me break a couple of things down here for a second. Let me explain. Let me make something very clear to y'all right now. All right. In fact, let me go pull this up real quick. And I've shown it before, but I'm going to show it for the purpose of this video because I want everybody to get this, get this, get it, and let it sink in. Let it sink in. All right. Let me go ahead and share the screen. Let it sink in. Let me pull up something on I'm going to show you a title 28. I've shown it before, but I'm going to show it again. I'm going to come back to the chat in a minute. Give me 1 second, please. Title 28. All righty. Okay, so I got it right here. Let me come back to the chat. Let me share my screen. Okay, let me see who CJ Curlin asked. I have a question. Who was the president first, Abraham Lincoln or Andrew Jackson? If I'm not mistaken, I think Andrew Jackson was president before Abraham Lincoln. I think Andrew Jackson was the president, I think, in 1832. All right. And Abraham Lincoln may have been the president, Abraham Lincoln. I think in the 1860s. All right. In the 1860s or 1861, around here. All right. So Andrew Jackson was president first. Huh? Okay. So I hope that answers your question. Now, let us go ahead and share this real quick, and I'll come back to the comments real soon. Okay. Now, my brothers and sisters, I've shown this before. All right. So I'm showing you ways that we could literally fight back for all what's ours. Because for one, this is what the United States is. You see, when you have a people that have no identity based on, governmental records in regards to being the original people of the land, there is no record of that, meaning that the people have not stepped up and make that declaration. Not that they don't have a record of it. They have a record that we are the original people. We just not have we have not stepped up as a collective and make a declaration and put these people on notice to let them know we know who we are and this is our land. All right. So check this out. As per U.S. code. Now it's not my code; it's their code. U.S. code 28, Title 28, Section 3002. We are going to go all the way down to 15, capital A. What does it say here? The United States is a federal corporation. A federal corporation is a dead entity. A dead entity cannot own a living thing. The land is living. The corporation is dead. So how can a dead entity sell land to other countries or other people or even take land or even own land? They cannot do that because it's dead. You feel me? So when you meet an entire continent of people on a land and they are Negro looking people, right? Then to disenfranchise these people, to take their birthright, what you have to do, you have to sell them a pot of stew. You have to trick them. You feel me? You have to trick them. So we were tricked and we were uprooted from our motherland and given the idea or concept that we came from another place via the movies, newspapers, okay, cartoons. All these things were planted into our subconscious to make us think we Africans. So now once we accepted the term of being Negro, colored, African American, black people, the N-word, all these things, it detached us from our birthright. We sold our birthright for names and titles to be a part of a corporation. My brothers and sisters, man, I don't know how else to break this down to y'all, man, because ain't nobody giving it to you like Chief. Nobody. I don't care who it is. Okay? So we have accepted all these different misnomers. It first started by calling us American Indians and Amerindians and West Indians. Now, like I said, don't get me wrong. I always tell y'all we are not going to give up American Indian because why? It is the only thing that's tying us politically to the land. But it is also a misnomer. I just got to keep it 100, man. It is also a misnomer because why? We did not call ourselves American Indians. However, it was a general consensus that was agreed upon that the entire people of the Americas would be called American Indians. So we accepted it as a political term, as a political identity, as a racial, if I may, or ethnic category or class. So we are not going to give that up. We have to hold on to that because it is the only thing, like Little Red Riding Hood, that breadcrumb. And that breadcrumb is, Mama said, hey, a breadcrumb is really small. It's little. Little Red Riding Hood, little breadcrumb. Grandma said you have a little Indian. That was the clue that you are the Red Indians. You feel me? So we gave up and sold our birthright by taking all these different colorful names. That's why we are being governed by the color of law. You feel me? So what the United States, the corporation, has done, it is unlawful, but it's legal. Many people don't know there's a difference between lawful and legal. The legal system is not a lawful system. You could be totally lawful, but you could be doing something illegal. Because why? In their system, they made it illegal. Take, for instance, if you are at a red light, right? And you go through the red light, that is not unlawful, but it's illegal. Why isn't it unlawful? Because you did not harm anybody. So that's not a law. You didn't damage anybody's property. That's not a crime. However, within the legal system, it is a crime. So what they are doing is legal, but it's not lawful. So we, as the original people, coming together, unified as one voice, stepping up and challenging all these claims that these countries own our ancestral land, they're going to have a problem because they cannot own it. We have to ask them in an international court of law, who gave you that permission to sell that land? Let us go back to the people that gave you permission to sell that land. And there lies the problem. You feel me? I'm just saying. All right? Well, here's the thing, CJ Curlin, right? I get what you're saying, all right, because you know this, the colonizers, they all deal with manipulation, right? Sometimes they put something in your face, and even if it didn't happen, because it's been, you know, a propaganda, right? People tend to think that it happened for real, okay? That it happened for real. So, with that being said, with that being said, it doesn't matter, you know, whether Andrew Jackson or Abraham Lincoln was first or not. It doesn't matter in a sense, the treaties and all that, because guess what? They violated all the treaties. What's important and what's relevant is the fact that the original people are displaced. They are disenfranchised. Okay? They are no longer calling themselves the original people of the land, and they are not stepping up as the original people of the land. That's why the pie could be divided amongst other nations and not the original people, because the original people disowned it. It's called abandonment. And in law, okay, if you have land and you abandon your law, your land, and someone comes into your land, okay, and somebody start cultivating the land, after a certain amount of time, that land becomes theirs. You see what I'm talking about? So all the paperwork and the documents, it's irrelevant. And I'm not saying what you're saying is irrelevant. What you're saying is irrelevant. I'm showing you the reality of what it is irrelevant, only because of what I'm pointing out right now. You see, they had to put us in a position to abandon what was our land. So when you start saying, whoa, we African American, or they're telling us we from Africa, and our people like Umar Johnson and all these different people that's pushing that agenda, that propaganda, that narrative, what he's doing, like all the others, okay, they are uprooting us from our motherland, and people are being brainwashed into selling their birthrights. Now, whether he's doing it intentionally or he's getting paid, he's an agent. I've made that statement before, he's an agent, but I'm going to say allegedly, right? Because for a man that's that educated, or at least you sound that educated with so much knowledge, he should know better than that. And I know he know that everybody in the Americas did not, in fact, 99 or 98% of us in the Americas did not come from Africa. We never been to Africa. Our ancestors never came from Africa, and life did not begin in Africa. So there has to be some agenda. Okay? So the point I'm making is this. We could challenge all of that and win. We could challenge all of this and win. You feel me? It is really that simple. And that's what I want to conclude this video with. I wanted to show you the reality of what we are living in. Okay? We are literally living on rented land. Our land. It's not being rented to us. It's owned by other people. And we are literally squatters on our own land. Because why? We have accepted the identity of being called African American and black, colored, all these terms that does not tie us to the land. It does not tie us to our birthright. So therefore, within law, it's abandoned. So now, the people who stepped in and did a quick claim deed or whatever they did, right? They are now the owners, all right? But that could be challenged lawfully, not legally, but lawfully. See, there's a difference, all right? Or not. I mean, of course, we have already won because all of this was supposed to happen. You see what I'm saying? I'm just teaching and reaching and bringing the information. But at the same time, like I put in my book, Genesis to Reevaluation, I broke down exactly why all of this had to happen. I broke it down in detail. You see, we were the first and we had to become the last. And in being the last, you have to lose everything. You feel me? So that's what it is. So I'm about to conclude this build, conclude this video. I hope this gives you some type of motivation. All right. More of an inclination to want to come together and stand up. And like I said, we don't need everybody. We don't need everybody. Okay, we don't need everybody. So let me do an this share real quick. So if you may, okay, go to www.myniji.com and get your copy of the book, Gene Insists to Reevaluation. Okay. You definitely want that copy because, like I said, I'm breaking this down to a T in the book. Exactly how it happened, everything happened. And for those of you who go to the website right now, you're getting a 50% discount on the book. All right, there's an automatic code. All right, coupon code where you get 50% on the book. So go ahead. All right, I'm gonna put that in the chat. Go ahead and get your copy of that ASAP because you just need that book in your arsenal. You need that book in your library. It's imperative. It's mandatory that you put that book. You have that tangible book in your hand. All right. So I hope you guys appreciated that build because I have to show you in the form of what it is. A pizza. Think about it that way. A pizza. And I'm talking about a wealthy pizza, as in, if there's such a thing. All right. But anyway, whether you are a meat eater, it doesn't matter. But let's just say a pizza of what you like is on that pizza. It's a pie. Right. And 72% of that pizza, you think it's yours, but it's not yours. Right. It's not yours. It's owned by all these different countries. And then the 28% that you own is also divvied up by other individual countries, even countries you say that have terrorists, but they own land they own some of your pizza pie. So every time you take a bite of that slice, you're biting a piece of a foreign corporation, a foreign country. So literally, over 99% of our ancestral land in the United States is owned, supposedly, all right, by foreign entities. However, I'm showing you, I'm showing you how we could step in. Okay, how we could step in. Step in as the original people. They know who we are. Because the burden is on proof on them, proof is on them. Proof to us that we're not who we say we are. And furthermore, a corporation is a dead entity. We could prove that the United States is a corporation. Who gave it the permission? Okay, who signed off on that to give away our land? I'm done. All right, I'm done. Okay, I said my piece. I gave it to you. Now, like I said, do what you want with the information. I'm always here with open arms, welcoming my righteous brothers and sisters. And I'm saying righteous because I know some of you all are really dirty. Okay, your hearts are dirty, your minds are dirty, your mouths are dirty. Your every being, every facet, every faculty in your being is dirty. I don't want to have nothing to do with y'all. I want to deal with righteous people, people with integrity, people with honor. That's who I want to deal with, because we are the ones that's going to step up and restore our birthright. Okay? And those are the people I would like to reach out to me, and let's put our heads together. Like I said, there's already something in play. It is really that simple. All right. By far, I've done, I mean, hundreds of videos, hundreds, in the maybe thousands. I don't know. But to me, it all boils down to this. This is one of the most impactful ones I think I've done thus far, only because of that chart. Okay? Only because of the way I broke this down in this video. Because I had to make sure it hit home. I had to make sure it touched your heart, your soul, your fiber of your being. And I think the job was done. And I am asking each and every one of you to share this video. Take the link, put it in all the groups that you're in. Let this thing go viral. You don't have to worry about me making a dollar or a penny, because I know how y'all Negroes are. I don't monetize my videos. So you're not doing me a favor and making me money on that. You feel me? I'm just asking you to do it because I need that information out there. We need that information out there. We need that information out there. You feel me? So go ahead and do that. Not for me, for you, your children, for us. It's not about me. It's not about you. It's about the collective. Because when we step up, we got to be solid. All right? So that's it. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your continuation. Don't forget, we are in the winter solstice. So go ahead and, reach out to the ancestors, your loved ones that transitioned, honor them, ask them for guidance, ask them to open up the financial heavens, the financial gates of heaven. Okay. That, you may be blissful, financially, abundantly, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's physical wealth, spiritual wealth, emotional wealth, financial wealth. You know what I'm saying? I wish nothing but the best for each and every one of you. We all deserve to be happy. We all deserve to live a good life. We deserve it. At least I think so. You see what I'm saying? But one thing I know, you know what you deserve. And what you deserve is based on your actions. What you deserve is based on the seed that you plant. So if you're out here planting seeds of evil, hurt, envy, jealousy, you see what I'm saying? Then that's what you deserve. You feel me? That's what you deserve. That's why nobody could ever save you, but only you could save yourself. And your saving or your savior is based on your actions. It is really that simple. The God of karma is literally based on your own actions. So you're going to be looking at yourself in the mirror when you're judging yourself. Your true self is going to be judging your false self. You feel me? And the false self cannot lie to your true self. you did. All right? So, man. Woo. I love y'all, man. I really do. I really, really, really do. I do. All right. So maybe I might do another one later. I might not. I don't know. But we'll see how the spirit flow. We'll see how the spirit move. But this right here, we got to step up. We got to do better. And all of you so-called American Indians, Aboriginals, whatever you want to call yourself, I wish y'all would just stop with all the debating. To me, that's just nonsensical. Y'all looking for views. Y'all looking to make pennies of the internet when we have an entire continent that's ours. I don't get it. Y'all focusing on pennies. Okay? Because it doesn't even make sense. No sense whatsoever. It's disgusting. It's pathetic. All right? But be that as it may, as pathetic as it is, I still love my people. All right? So it is what it is. We'll talk soon. Take care.